Thank you, Rakesh. Is my screen visible, guys? White screen?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Team myself, Kranti Kiran. Okay. I had an overall experience of 13 years now. Before coming into cybersecurity, I'm a professor. I have done my doctorate. After I'm doing my research in IoT, there is like this is a research I have done. The industrial. What happened to this? Oh shit! One minute. Until now, it is. Oh, when I'm doing screen sharing, it is getting slow. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Let me stop sharing and check whether it is working fine. Just a minute, please. Just 1 minute. I have an issue with this Bluetooth. Yeah. Yeah. Let me share my screen now. We'll see. I think that is all. Let me write. Why it is not? Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll join from my laptop. 1 minute. Just a minute, guys. I joined from a Surface Pro. Just
Sorry, I joined. Thank you, Lokesh. Thanks for that. So, team, myself, I'm having almost 13 years of experience into cybersecurity. Apart from that, before I have a professor into some universities. So now where we are starting and what we are exactly going into this, we'll see one by one. The main agenda for today is like just we'll understand what is a capability, what you people are having and what you're preparing or what you are working now, and what we are going to take care in the next 60 classes. Okay. So now everybody are very familiar with this word in the market, which is what happened to my keyboard today. Yeah, cybersecurity. It became a common word now in the market, in the industry majorly. Now, when people are working into different streams, now one is IT, which we call it as enterprise OT, enterprise cybersecurity, which stands for your IT industries. Okay. Now, from past decade or from 15 years, this became too famous. Okay. What is this OT? We'll see. Basically, what is it? Operation technology. Technology. Okay. I'll have some spelling mistakes when I'm writing. Please excuse. Okay. So this is an operation technology. So what is an operation technology? What is a content? We'll go for a cybersecurity. So the difference is like, for example, you take a computer and this computer is connected to an internet. Okay, it is trying to connect some internet, and from internet it is connecting to another server or data. Okay, like this. So this is my computer where I am operating, and this is my server from which I am accessing my things. So this is my internet. So what happened? The communication flows to and flow like this from both sides. Now what happens when you are communication? This is a communication going on between this both. In this communication, there will be a transfer of data. Okay. So now the people, what they do, they transfer an email, they will send some data, they will do something. The whole things will be running on data. So what happened? The hacker target, majorly the hacker target here will be on the data. The hacker always tries to push you people on data. Okay. So the data plays a major role in IT industry. Okay. In case if a data breach happens, if the people came to control on your data, they will create a mesh in your operations in the process total data. So in IT industry, this is data. So what happens now? Come to OT team. OT is completely different. They will only talk on operation. What is this operation? For example, a manufacturing unit. What is that manufacturing unit? Several motors, several industrial equipment will be running. So what do the hacker do? The hacker will try to harm your operations. For example, take a manufacturing company of a Coca-Cola. Okay, some drink. So like this. There is a belt which it runs, and there are some fillers here. Okay, like this. So what happens? This is one example I'm giving. So when you take it, it's a filler. Filler means a drink Coca-Cola fillers like this. The drink falls from it like this. So what happens? There is a conveyor belt like this, a big belt which will be running on the things. Now what happened? There are some bottles here, the Coca-Cola bottles, which move on this belt. They will be placed at a distance. For example, each bottle is placed at a distance of some 200 centimeters, something like this, like this. So now what happened? The belt keeps on running, and for when it reaches the point, it will stop. The belt will stop for some 3 seconds. In this 3 seconds, the drink will be filled in the bottle and the bottle will be moved like this. So the operation is very precious. What is it? Every 3 seconds, the bell should move, stop, again move, stop. So the filling of the bottles will be exactly happening. The Coca-Cola bottles will be filled one after one. Now what happens? This all control. Now this is an operation. Now this is an operation. Now what happened during this operation? In this, what will the major device? There will be motors. What will the motors do? The motors will be rotating, and for every 3 seconds it will stop. For 3 seconds it will stop, again it will move. It will stop, it will move. The motors. Now who is controlling the motors? Or is a man sitting there and checking the time? Is a human being sitting there? Oh, 3 seconds, switch off the motor. Oh, 3 seconds, switch on the motor. No, impossible because a human being cannot do that. So what they do, the controlling of these motors, they make it automatic. So they introduced some industrial components. Okay, like to make this automation possible means to make the controller, they used some industrial components like PLC. We'll talk on this, we'll come on this. PLCs. Okay. uh, RTUs. Okay. Next we can get SCADA softwares. Like so many things they use. So what are these? These are the industrial components. For example, you're talking on IT. What you talk? You will talk. There is a server. There is a Wi-Fi router. Okay. There is a switch. There is a router. Okay. And if you go still deep into it, you will call this computers or computers. Okay. Next, pen drives. You talk all this email, security, something like this. So you people talk on Active Directory, domain control. This all comes under IT. When I'm coming to OTT, I will talk about how will you secure a PLC, okay, what is the level of an RTU, how do you use your DCS, how do the SCADA software is secured. Like that, we keep talking on the operation devices. So what happens now? The difference is very clear. For example, I will say, team, I understood, Kiran. I know what is it. For example, you people are browsing, web browsing. Now you are doing web browsing. Means you are going to a Chrome, Google Chrome, and searching for www.amazon.com. So a web browsing you do. Now when you do this process, guys, you people use a protocol called HTTPS. This is a protocol we use. But now what I'm doing, when I'm operating, means a PLC talking to a SCADA. These two people, a PLC is an industrial device, a SCADA is an industrial software. When these two people are communicating, these people use a protocol called Modbus, or they call Ethernet. I'm just giving an example. So now what happened? Actually, PLC to PLC, I will come there. So now what happened? This is a protocol which is commonly used. This is a protocol which even we don't know. So what we have to understand, we have to understand what is the data format of this protocol and how can a hacker enter into this and create a problem to us. So this is one example. So the way you look into OT will be different. So what are you securing? In IT, you are securing a data. In OT, you are securing the process. Means an operation. How it happens, what happens, example. Now I work with airports. Okay. They are ports, means like shipyards. They are oil and gas. Okay. There is a manufacturing industry. Okay. There's a cooling plant. Okay. There is a transport of things like this. These all industries which we are talking, these are all into operations. And if you want to secure this, you will be called as an operation cyber expert. Difference. Now, Kiran, I work with an insurance company. I work with a bank. I work with some university security. I work for a software company security. I work for a what is it? Construction company. Okay, data. So what is the difference here? Here, insurance. What is important? Data. The customer's data should be very safe. Bank. The transaction should be very clear. University. The data should be clear. Software company. The data, what they are designing, everything should be. Construction company. The customer data should be clear. Data. So here you secure all the things in IT. This structure is my IT infrastructure. This structure is my OT infrastructure. You got my idea, basic idea now, everybody? Team, is a basic idea clear? What is the difference between IT and OT?
Yes, Kiran, it's
Yeah,
clear.
understood.
Done. Now, what is the thing we are going to learn? How we are going to approach forward? Just a minute, I downloaded some of my syllabus. There is a syllabus which already shared to you. Okay, I'm opening here. Just a minute. I'll go down. I'll close this. Hmm. Let me go to file, open, downloads. Copy, open. Page number one first. Okay, this is fine. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Team, is it clear, right? Yeah. Now what we do? what is the structure we are going to see in OT cybersecurity? First, we will understand some keywords, what are the basic keywords and different words we use in it, so that you get familiar about that keywords and the meaning of that. So when I use them in the remaining classes, you will not get confused. So we will have a just 2 hours or 1 hour 2 hours classes on keywords. What are the different types of keywords we use in this? Then we spend a 1 hour or 1 day time, that is like one class, on what is the difference between the IT infrastructure and OT environment. So why the OT critical infrastructure is the importance for us and how to secure. What is the need of it? So we will stay some good time, because this should be the basic basement to you, where you will start getting a clarity on this. Then, in our course team, not only in this, in any security, networking will plays a very major role. So here networking will spend almost some 20 days to 21 days. The way you see the networking structure will be completely different in this, because in OT, what happens? We never allow an internet to come inside. We will try our best so that internet connection does not take place. So everything what you monitor or what you do in your cyber security in OT environment will be in the network traffic. You have to find what is happening in the and process in through the traffic only. So when you're talking about the traffic, one device talking to the next device, you should have a very clear and strong idea on the networking. So we will take the topics like OSI protocols. Okay, what are the OSI models, TCP models? Then we don't go for IPv6. Maximum we'll send our time on IPv4 format, which is IP address scheming. Then we'll understand what is that IPv4 packet, how it works, everything. Then we go for a very important topic called subnetting. What is this subnetting? We call it as network segmentation process. Here we'll spend almost some 5 6 classes, how to understand a subnet is created, what is the different types of subnets, how do you do that. So once you have a subnet clarity, I left something, network segmentation. What is this network segmentation means? How do I do this? I teach you people access control list. Okay, what is access control list? Let me open it. So what happened? Now I have a switch. To this switch, there are multiple devices connected like this. So now I'm calling it as a switch. So when I'm holding a switch, if the switch is connected to the devices are connected to my switch, then it forms a network. Network. So I am talking, this is device A, this is device B, C, D, E, F. So the condition given to me, or from the traffic what I observe, the condition given to me is, I'm putting it down for 2 minutes. Device A should be only talking to device E, and device A should not talk to B, C, D, F. So what I do, they connect in the same switch. If I send a message, now when device A try to talk to device B, the switch should say, sorry boss, you are not allowed to talk. When device A is trying to talk to D, sorry boss, you are not to talk. When device A is trying to talk to E, he said, okay boss, you can go and talk. So the communication between A and E is only allowed, and remaining people are not allowed. How can you achieve this? This can be achieved by understanding a concept called access control list. On a switch, you can do a configuration or which device should talk to which device should not talk to which device, which subnet should talk to which subnet, which subnet should not talk to which subnet. So this operation will be done using access control list, and the process is called network segmentation. Means, for example, they'll say, okay, there is one team, there is next team, there is next team. Now, this all teams operate on a single project. So what is the project difference? The project is, one is manufacturing unit, one is data mining unit, one is customer support. Like this. The project has 3 divisions. Now there is a team here. I am talking about Financials. Financial team means who pays the salary, for example, or you take HR. So financial team. This is an engineer. Okay. This is a call center. Now you say me, can a call center people need to talk to manufacturing unit? There is a manufacturing going in an industry, means a big machineries, everything rotating. Do a call center people need to talk to them or no? Yes or no? In my team, do a call center team need to talk to manufacturing unit?
No.
No.
No, no need to talk. Do a call center talk to data mining team? No need to talk. Customer support? Yes. So I should allow the call center team to talk only to the customer support devices. Engineer to talk to manufacturing. Financial team can talk to anybody in the team because it's a HR department. So now this communication, who is talking, who is not talking, this control will be done using ACLs in our things that we will learn here in ACLs. That is called network segmentation, clear? Which we discuss very deep, and it will be almost 5 to 6 day classes. I need a strong practical on it. I'll come. Next, how do you do practicals? The subnet masking will be learned by you people using Cisco Packet Tracer, a tool. Means I cannot give you the original network, but we can give you a virtual network in a tool called Cisco Packet Tracer, and we practice all those things. So now once we understand what is a network segmentation devices, so what is segmentation done? Now I need to understand in OT what are the different types of components. Okay, like we use different components: component X, component Y, component Z. But component X belongs to different category, component Y belong to different category, component Z belongs to different category. Now I need to understand what are the different types of categories I have in the things. So I will know that what are the core networking devices. We will discuss on industrial specific devices. Then we'll have one more topic we left it, industrial specific devices, and that is what is this called? Management devices. There is one more topic here. Actually, we have forgot. OT management devices. I'll edit and send you. OT management devices. There is three topics. So these three topics we'll discuss very thoroughly. Here you'll understand what are the different OT components, how we are operating on. Next is the IEC 62443 concept, which is a Purdue level diagram. Now, when you say in IT, you people say, how does the network work? OSI will say. But here, we place all these components in a different model, which is called Purdue model. Okay, this is a approved model by everybody in the industry. What is Purdue model? How do you understand it? Then we will create a packet understanding, which I discussed. Then the communication paths. What is communication paths? This is very important here. So what happened? We call everything and two concepts here. According to IEC 62443, there's a concept called zone and conduit. Okay, this is what is zone, what is conduit, how do we discuss on it, how do you provide a network a security here, we will discuss. Then we'll bring the Cisco packet tracer. We will design all this using these devices. We will place a Purdue level diagram and we'll create a segmentation, and we will try to create a security ACLs and provide a configuration report. This is the first networking topic. Explain. Yeah, this is networking concepts. Clear, everybody? So here we take almost 20 hours of classes. It may take plus two classes. Okay, some plus two, plus three, sometimes. Next, once you are very good at networking, I will place some assessment and I'll check how good you are running with the tool, and you have to submit me the assessment reports. Once I feel confident, then I will jump into the protocols. We will discuss on different IT protocols. For example, you have seven people are here. Okay, I'm not testing your capability. I'm seeing what we do when in IT industry, what we do in IT cybersecurity. When there is a protocol called SNMP, we call SNMP is a simple network management protocol, and we use it for the managing protocols. But I call a topic called what is ODI, what is MIBs. Any idea in this? Then when we talk, In an SNMP, this two plays a very major role, which an OT person should know. Because in the traffic, somebody is doing some changes, what to understand, what not to understand. The concept of understanding the protocol is very, very, very important. You have to deep dive into each protocol and get the details. So that type of protocol discussions we will do, guys. Okay, that is IT specifically and OT specifically. Very keenly will observe. Once you are done, then we take a tool called Wireshark. Okay, we will give you some traffic, IT or OT traffic, and we'll show you the difference, how to understand the communication, how to think. This is a practical part. So Cisco packet trace is a practical and practical. This is once you are very good at Wireshark, it will take plus 3 days, 13 days it is taking roughly. Okay, Wireshark and this. Once you are clue on it, we work on SNOT rules. SNOT means IDS IPS. Similarly, which is used in Nozomi, Clarity, all the OT tools, OT cybersecurity tools. I will explain this. I'll come there. It's a different tool structure. I'll come. Here, we don't do any practical thing. We will have a theoretical discussion how each tool will detect a use cases and rules. Then we do very important call assess management. In a OT industry team, you have to know what is assets. For example, I'm working in an airport and I work with a concept called baggage handling system. Means where your conveyor belts will take the bags and throw in the flights. This system, if I want to understand, today I'm saying you, there are totally 1068 components, different types of components used in this assets. Okay, total assets are almost 1,20,000, but the different varieties of components assets used are 1068. I should understand each asset details, how this operates, how to manage this all. So asset management will plays a very, very important role. You cannot even skip this. Okay, this is very important. How do you manage? How to do this? Next, we'll talk on some OT specific vulnerabilities. IT may we have level vulnerabilities, but how do you treat it? How do you handle it? So, what are the different types of attacks happen in OT till date? What different types of attacks happen? And the frameworks. What is ISO? This here will not discuss the complete IS 62443. It's a very vast syllabus, but we'll introduce you the power rules and the basic 3 4 years of experience training here. Okay, then the incident response. If any attack happens, how do you work on the incident? What is your flow? IT and OT are very different. In IT, for example, there is a malware attack. What we do immediately, we go to EDR, we will run a scan and we'll isolate the device from the network. But in OT, you cannot do that. In OT, whatever decision you are taking as a cybersecurity expert, you should consider a person, few people called O&Ms or OEMs. What is O&M? Operation and maintenance engineers. Okay, these people will be the major person who will be working in the field. And OEM means, for example, I'm taking a Siemens PLC. I want to do some changes or stop this PLC. I cannot directly take because I don't know how it operates and what are the conditions. The manufacturer of this PLC is Siemens. So we call them as original equipment management. Okay, who manufacture the equipment. So these two teams will be parallelly working with you guys. You cannot take your decision individually. Okay, this is one part we'll discuss. Okay, this all structure we will see. I moved a bit fast because every topic I'll again discuss with you. This is one because I want to talk to you. This is clear. This will be your flow for next 60 days. If you have any doubts now, I'm opening the flam because I have only 15 minutes left. So if you have anything to talk to me, anybody, what are your plans? This will be the structure. Okay. So what we discuss, the syllabus will be shared to you. You can see 1 or 2 3 days and try to understand exactly what we are trying to understand. If you don't have any cyber security experience before, then you people should let me know when I'm teaching some classes in a topic. I will move like EDR. Then you don't know what is EDR. You can stop me and ask me, Kiran, what is EDR? Then we will spend some 1 hour there. We will discuss, then we'll go back to the. But I assume that you people know cybersecurity and start teaching the classes. So when I'm teaching something, if you don't know the keyword, you don't hesitate about the thing. You can reach me, Kiran. What is this EDR? I don't know. I never worked on it. We'll discuss for some 1 hour and go back to the original topic. Clear? Done. This is my
Your voice
breakup.
is low.
My voice is low. Now it's clear. Am I clear now?
What can
Yes.
you level up?
Yes. Now you people, what are the questions you have? I can pitch into you people, please.
So Kiran, how is the like job market like requirements are there in this
Can you be
area?
more specific? Job market means how the openings
Like
are there?
yeah, correct, correct.
Yeah, openings are, see, I am having a shortage of 11 members team now. I did multiple interviews, but I could not satisfy with the right person because everybody talk on IT securities. For example, what I expect is like consequence based uh, baselining in my OT. The people talk on something else when they interviews. So the exact OT terminologies and OT specific mindset, people are not there. Market is there, but cracking the interview will be very clear. You should have a uh, sound knowledge on what is the difference between IT and OT. Then only you can pitch in. That's very important for us. Okay,
And
openings are multiple.
yeah,
Middle East and Australia, they are major. In India now, IBM, Wipro, and one more company started. They are doing it good. Hmm. Accenture.
okay.
Yeah.
And like how it is different from IoT? Like it is the same or like different?
What happens in the OT only? For example, I'm using a thermal plant, okay, where I use some temperature sensors, some chemical gas detecting sensors. These sensors will sense the data. Let me share you the screen and show you how the difference is. Okay. For example, this is my field, bro. Okay. In the field, I'm having some sensor. Okay. For example, I'm having a temperature sensor. So I want to check what is the temperature of this room. So this temperature, what it does, when I have a degrees, it will acquires the data and send this data to my PLC. In the PLC, I will write the logic. What is the logic I'm writing? If the temperature is 23 degrees greater than 20 degrees, switch on the AC. So the PLC has a logic. What is the temperature? 23. When the temperature is more than 23, the PLC will send a signal to the actuator. There is one device which controls your ACs. So this is my AC. So then when the sensor took the data, what's the temperature now? I'll write in pink color, 25 degrees. So 25 degrees is greater than 23 degrees. So the PLC sends a signal. What is the signal? On the AC. The actuator will send the degree and the AC will on and then it will start reducing the temperature of the room. This is a general process. Now the sensor belongs to IoT. The communication, what the sensors are talking each other and sending the data will be an IoT, industrial operation technology device. This is a different Internet on Things. The IoT is very clear. So sensors, the microcontrollers based everything will come under IoT. But this PLC comes under my instrumentation. Okay, actuator comes under instrumentation. AC comes under my electrical, like this. Clear? So everything will be inbuilt in this. Now the communication between these two will be done on a MOXA switch. I'll talk on this. Don't get confused because the communication happens in series where so PLCs also happens in series. The PLC when it's talking to my SCADA machines, I need a Ethernet connection. So the conversion takes place. Again, I use a different. So in OT, you use IT, IoT, instrumentation, every department will be there. So you don't need to have a technical sound knowledge on the operational, like for example, a motor is running. What is a torque? You don't need to learn all those. You should know the protocol communication from the actuator sending a signal to the motor. How would the communication happens? You should know that. 100% you should know this. So this knowledge you people should have, okay, which we are going to discuss on protocols. Am I clear on it?
Yes, Kiran.
Yeah.
Hi, Kiran. Uh,
Yes.
Myself, Srinivas.
Uh,
Sorry, I saw this demo class very late, so I joined probably 5 minutes back.
no
Uh,
issues, no issues.
so this question might be repetitive. So few courses or few things, will be applicable for certain experienced group. So myself, I'm close to 15 years experienced. I've been into probably cyber hygiene, kind of little bit of compliance, these kind of things. So, for my experience, how helpful this course will be in career-wise or finding opportunities?
How, Srinivas, now you are in compliance? Now the only compliance which is ruling this world of industry, IT industry, OT industry is ISO 62443. Okay, so this is one compliance which is ruling the next level of OT now. Everybody have to implement this now. So when you are working on this, to understand that specific policies or the specific compliances, you should have a strong technical knowledge, and then only you can pitch in how, what is a purdue. It helps you, but it will be majorly helping you in understanding the cyber. For example, you are doing cyber hygiene, you are saying
Yeah.
cyber hygiene will be a 30% coverage here. Okay, cyber resilience will be more here. How
Oh,
to bring it back immediately is our thought process. So to bring operations back on a very immediate note, we create an architecture structure which will be reviewed by you. For example, I am an OT engineer. I designed the architecture and implemented the project. Now you come into my field and check my architecture review and verify and validate me. Yes, you are good to go. But to validate my architecture, you should have a sound knowledge. It is right or wrong, the technical knowledge that will be trained in this part. Maximum I'll talk on that only here,
okay.
but it helps you for sure.
Okay.
But
And
wherever tools come, let me finish. Sorry, let the tools come. So there are some tools which you have to do some practical technically. You no need to do that, but you have to practice at least once or twice so you understand the concept in it. Yeah.
okay. Okay. So by the end of this course, for what all roles I or someone who's attending this course are eligible for? Like, are we also
Oh,
eligible for OT engineer?
OT cyber engineer, OT SOC analyst. Okay.
Okay.
And that's what my course I did not specific. OT cybersecurity expert. I'm doing only this course. There are two courses. This course one, course two. Course one will talk on SOC analysis, how to look at the field. But in case if any incident happened, if you have a strong technical, that is course two, which is DFIR, the digital forensics, and how do you perform it. This is a different story. That core technical people only will enter into it.
Okay.
That's what this. Once this course completed, you cannot claim yourself as an incident responder in OT. Here, no, no chance. You are only incident detector and informing to the team. How to respond on it, how to solve it as a DFIR specialist into deep dive, that's a course two. From this course, before I take that course, I'll take a strong test exam. If I comfortable only, I'll pull them to the second course. Otherwise, we'll stop it here. That's what my plan.
Okay. Okay.
Here is OT SOC engineer, OT SOC analyst, OT audit specialist. These three can be taken. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And when you were talking about job opportunities, I hope it's there in Hyderabad, Bangalore, in India.
Yes.
Okay.
I got multiple calls, bro.
Okay.
But I'm in UAE, I'm settled here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
But there are multiple calls opening in India. OT, you can just put your resume as OT and check that how the calls comes.
Okay. Got it.
Because the recruiters are very new to OT, they don't know what is OT. They keep on calling. If you have a OT in your resume, they put a call. But in the interview cracking, you should have a strong, really OT knowledge. Otherwise, it's tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
This
Any more
course
questions,
is
please?
Yeah, Kiran, actually, um,
Who is
so it
name?
seems
Please say your name. Samasevara.
Sambasivara.
Yes, Sama.
So here seems everyone having a experience in cybersecurity, but I'm having experience in system as a system administrator, but I have a knowledge on some of the concepts about in cybersecurity, but I didn't work on the cybersecurity. You are saying that you assume you have worked on as a security field, but how can a guy or we people can understand those topics, and how can you get the knowledge? I mean, how can we understand what is security while you
Yeah.
are teaching?
Summer, then this will be a nightmare for you because what happens, Summer,
Okay.
when sometimes if I want to teach again IT, what is a EDR, what is antivirus, how a SIM
Hmm.
work, it will be a
Okay.
different case for me, which I cannot do deep dive. It will be top
Hmm.
level explanation. Then
Okay.
you understanding the things from, yes, industrial specific, you'll understand. But when I'm pulling this data to the SIM and monitoring it, you will not
Hmm.
understand it. That
Okay.
gap will be there for you for sure. So
Hmm.
you have to have that knowledge. Then if you come here, it will fine. No, Kiran, I want you to help me. Then on a special out of the class only I should help. In the class I cannot take the time
Okay. Okay.
because
So
it will
is
be
it?
really tough game. See, you can join to me. I can say it will happen. Don't worry. You will get a good note. You will finish. No, no, because
Hmm.
myself is not for the batch increasing team.
Hmm.
My goal is very
Okay.
clear. I want some resources in the market on OT very strong, so I'm preparing and trend because I want my knowledge to be shared and I should also gain something. For example, if you can see Kiran here, he's on a PLCs and SCADA. That man
Hmm.
knows an IT specifically. I'll ask him, Kiran, can you help me like this? It's a discussion. So in this form again, you'll have a small problem. I'm again saying you have to work hard than others.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
So it's only for who having a experience in already cybersecurity, they
It will
will.
help them a lot. Yes. So
Hmm.
at least some help. At least you should understand what I'm talking. SIM. SIM means
Hmm.
you have an idea. SIM.
Yes. 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 It
Uh,
collects the logs
then
from various devices.
that's
I
it.
mean,
It's you know that it's fine. I'm happy for that. You know what is EDR?
yeah, endpoint detection control.
If you know that enough, yes.
Yes.
When I'm
I know
talking
these
that,
topics. I know these topics, and I have attended some of the various classes also. But I'm
mm,
trying to get into this field. But
then
I'm
it will
try
be helpful to you. No issues for me. No issues at
okay.
all. But if you have a tough time in the weekends, you have to reach me. We'll connect individually and then we'll
Mhm.
discuss, but not strongly in the class.
Okay, okay, understood.
This is what, yeah. Then,
So, as I have a 6 years of experience in as a system administrator, also, if I work hard, then can I get into the OT security? Am I
you
correct?
should, you as a fresher, OT security hiring will be very less, Samba. You have to at
Okay.
least portray your past experience of 2 years or 1 year into at least OT.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
same experience you have to put it 4 years ever. Then my company told me to work on this 1 year. You have to say this openly. But as a
Mm.
fresher, I say I'm trying, I'm coming. No, they will not take risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, Also, Kiran, when you are talking about it's good to have existing experience in cybersecurity, can you please be more specific? I mean, like for me, I'm not into much hands-on, but at least I know the definition of SI.
Ah,
I don't
I
have
don't want
hands.
hands-on, bro. I
Yeah.
want knowledge. When I talk on the topic, for example, I am talking, there's a malware coming. I
Okay.
try to contain it. When I'm
Okay.
talking containment, you should not have an idea what is containment.
Okay.
At least we should have a strong knowledge on it. For example, I'm say lateral movement I'm talking. I'll say a system moving from one other system. What is moving, how it is moving, I'll explain. But again, you want to know what is lateral movement, I can't take time there. That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So in the
Okay.
last batch, one fresher, fuel fresher joins. It's a tough time for us because remaining people are experienced. It will be because I used to teach IT security. Then I start each and everything like an basic. But here
Okay.
again, going to IT and coming, it will take 200, 300 classes.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
reason. Terminology, if you know, I can handle the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions, please? So
But
clear
Kira,
your doubts
I
here
have,
only.
yeah,
sorry,
doubt
sorry.
Imran?
like
Yeah.
I have gone through some of the JDs about the OT cyber security. So they
Mm-hmm.
are asking basically for designing, implementation, configuration, troubleshooting, all kind of
हो जाएगा
things.
100%.
And
In
apart
this
from
class
that,
you'll done.
Yes, like apart from that, they are asking for multiple things like firewall switching, like Active Directory backup, patch management,
Mm.
all those things. So, what kind of expertise do we need to have in those kind of
See,
technologies?
backup, hybrid, this all theory we can, but configuration. See, you know what is a market, Imran? This HRs and these people also becoming too conjuice. They want a single man with complete setup of things. Impossible. If a
Yes.
man who is configuring, good, I can give you configuring. Similarly, if you want to configure firewall, how can you do? Because you are working on designing a Purdue level diagram. You
Yes.
again, you if you say I'm a very good man, then how they'll pay? If they pay me monthly some 40 lakhs, I'm ready to do all this.
Okay. Like in
Very
the
clear, Imran.
JD, yeah.
इतने काम नहीं कर सकते. We can't do it. Yes, in the JD they ask you, but yes, I can teach you all those.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm having 13 years experience. I have seen a firewall. I have configured a firewall. I have but network configuration, see, initial part you told, right? OT designing,
Yes.
configuring, and reviewing. This will be 100% done by you.
Okay.
In that configuration, if he's saying I want a backup to be set up, backup setting is a different thing. There are multiple backup methodologies.
Mm-hmm.
How can he expect me to work on back? Then he's expecting a 20 years experience guy or 15 years experience guy.
Only 2 years experience they have mentioned, at least two
No,
years
it will
minimum.
not work. If that is the case, I don't even refer to apply for that. They are
Mm.
expecting, what is it? You can't get a resource of 2 years knowing all this. How it will come? It's a bullshit thing.
In
Okay.
OT cybersecurity 2 years and
That's what I'm
remaining.
saying. They
Yeah.
will talk, bro. Don't worry. I'm saying you. When you do the
Mm-hmm.
network review, yes. We cannot see firewall configuration. If you want, I can discuss. But in this class, I don't discuss
Okay.
because it's a different story.
Mm-hmm. So what
Okay.
about design and implementation kind of a thing?
That is what I'm teaching. 100%. Purdue
Okay.
level diagram is nothing but your design and implementation of OT.
Okay.
That I'll teach you. Very clearly, I'll teach
Mm-hmm.
you. Mm.
In this course, patch
Mm.
management is also included, or it
Yes,
is a
yes,
different.
bro. Very important. I will do that. In OT, patch management is the highest privileged job because it's a toughest job. That I will teach you 100%. We do a path called attack path analysis. It's a different concept. I'll teach you. Yes, I'll do that.
Actually, I having the industrial process automation background, right? So when I
Yeah.
joined this course, is it sufficient knowledge to get a job in OT security?
Yes, bro. Even we need your help here because we have some discussions. Even we don't know what is that PLCs, how the SCADAs exactly work in the deep. So you can help us in when we are discussing that. That's it. 100% to help you, and your expertise will help us.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So because in coming days, I am handling patch management. That is what.
I understood, Kiran, what they your exact position, what is your situation. Also, I understood now because I have
Yes.
seen several people. It will be done. Don't worry.
Okay,
Apart from the class, anything in the it's happening in your side, you can let me know. I will help you in the personal side. Don't worry.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's a mutual help. Hmm.
Yeah, sure. Good.
Hmm. Any
So
more
Kiran,
questions, please?
just one, yeah. Hi Kiran. Yeah, Priyabrati again. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I just want to know how this like it's not a good question. Like how is the
No, please.
salary range? Like let's say I'm
Ah,
having 12, 13 years experience. Like I will give 2 years. Like also 2 years of OT experience. Like how will be the salary range here?
bro,
Like
it is like, for example, now in India, I will talk. Okay, if you have 4 years of OT, they will say, who will have 4 years of OT? I don't understand. 2 years, because you should have a strong knowledge, and if you can crack the interview, okay, the minimum salary what they're offering for a 2 years guy, a fresher, means a 3 years fresh guy, is minimum 14 to 15 lakhs. Okay, if you are already 10 years experienced and 3 years or 4 years with OT and transferred, and they may reach you a good. It depends. Now, I got an offer as a OT SOC manager. Okay. Almost they're offering me up to 60L yearly. 60. That is a market demand is so much. You have to, in the interview, you have to kill them. Say that, bro, this is my mark. I can't come below because they don't have a resource. Once you crack the interview, your 3 rounds finishes, they will run behind you. Please, please. They will run. They have to run because they don't have resources. Sure. So you can demand at the time. Main thing is clearing the job. Interview. हो जाएगा bro. In Middle East, they are next level options.
But when we are searching onto the LinkedIn or Naukri, everything, but we are not getting any job openings over there while searching.
Oh, Imran, no. Did you take
Not much
the
jobs, but after updating onto the Naukri, getting plenty of calls.
what say, calls are very much Imran.
Yes.
Okay. In LinkedIn, if you want to see, OT specific teams are separate.
Okay.
Okay. The forms what we discuss in LinkedIn, what we discuss in OT, I am into very big channels. Okay. There is a called OT Huddles, which will run by Shiva Kataria, very famous guy in India. Is a good friend of mine. Friend of mine is only in the LinkedIn. So
Okay.
what he does, he runs it. Multiple openings they'll put there. Because anybody, please, I need an immediate requirement of OT engineer here. Can anybody apply? They will request for apply. That is the situation here. I don't know why the market is like that, but I'm sure I can confident because I get multiple calls. Once I open my resume as open to work, they will eat me like anything now. Maybe we'll see. I cannot see this jobs. Everything depends on the market. If I say something, then you say, Kiran, on the day you told today I don't have a job. I cannot say that directly to you people, but they are there. Imran, it's not like you joining the course, not joining. It's just 40,000 or 20,000 bucks. I don't know what is it like. That will never carry forward. The thing is like I want to make a community on my name, on an OT community. And people should know me. That's the reason I'm teaching all this. Okay.
But
Yeah. Any more questions? See, one point from my note. You all finished? Anybody else questions? Last before closing. Team, I'm working with some multiple projects. Okay. My timings will be different. I'll try to take the class. There'll be regularity of the classes. Sometimes I'll break classes 1 or 2 days, like that. So this happens to me different cases. So you have to help me at the time of understanding regularity from my side will be very bad in the sense, yes, I may take Saturday Sunday classes if I don't take Monday Tuesday. So it depends on my problem, guys. So you have to help me on that because it's on scheduling of my official calls. All of a sudden I'll have a travel to Qatar, I'll travel to here, so it breaks out. So at that time, please do not take me wrong. Again, I'm saying initially only. If you can see my chart, you will see that 100%. Because today the class will be at 6:37. I think you are 6:30 there. 7. I don't know exact what's your time. 7 means almost 7:30. So what happens? You people come back there. Today I'll message in the morning or the 2 o'clock in the AM that today team let's connect in the evening. So recordings will be there. You can look at the recordings. That help I require from you. Regular timing, fixed timing, I cannot take the classes. It will maximum will fix it, but it'll up and down. You have to understand that. Initially when I'm saying this, later don't scold me, please. Hmm. Any more questions, please, team? Okay, if you don't have, let's connect tomorrow. We will see, start the classes 1 or 2 days. We'll observe each other, what are the things happening, then we'll see. Okay, done.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Sure, guy. Thank you, team.